Hello everyone, and welcome back to the hills of County Durham. Just me and Cooper today. It's Bank Holiday Monday, and we've done what we need to do this morning to keep the wife and Cooper's mum happy. And we've got a couple of hours granted to us this afternoon on a brand new field. We're going to do a little bit in this field here. There's a field down over that's got an old footpath run through. We're going to have a bit look at that. We're actually very close to home. Some of the local viewers might recognise that road. Now this road here is the local. It is the footpath that me and the wife used to take the dogs on walks. So you might see the wife coming up there in a minute. It's literally, I have driven here, but it's literally a stone's throw away from where I live. And like I say, we've never been in this field. We've never been in any of the fields up this side. There is an old castle on the other side, which we have kind of done a little bit. Yep, just me and Cooper. I'm on the manticore. Cooper's on the 800. He's onto a signal now. So let's see what we can pull up. So we'll catch you on the first. Right, we're on to the first signal. That's where I was stood next to the pickup. That's the gate we've drove in. Cooper's onto one there. I'm onto one here. As you can see, there's a gate. I'll just get you zoomed in a bit if I can. There's a gate in the distance. Now I'm just wondering if the reason why we've got these signals where we've got them is because that's where people's been walking in the past. Who knows? But first signal. We've got a 17, 18, 19. Centre line. Nice tone. Yeah, let's have a look. Right, we've got that dug over. There's the wife walking past with the dogs. She's not happy about that. The signal's still in the hole. It has changed. You can see it's gone more down to the bottom of the screen. Yeah, I'm expecting this to be maybe a button of sorts. We'll get it out together, and I've left my trowel at home, unfortunately. So the ground is very, very dry. Very, very dry. But it's in here. First signal. Now, I don't know if that's a bit of... It is lead. I don't know if it's been something like I don't know, maybe sort of, or is it just a folded bit of lead? I'm always wary with lead. I don't like to tickle on too much with it until I know if it is rubbish or not. But that to me just looks like a folded up bit of lead. Yeah. Right, more lead for the pot. Not the best of items for a first signal, but we're off the mark. We'll continue, and hopefully our luck gets a bit better than that. Catch you on the next. Cooper's just got a spendable 1 penny. I've come a little bit further here, and I've got a nice it's coming up in the 40s. Repeatable all the way around. Centre line. Yeah, this could be anything. This I keep saying, if you watch a lot of my videos, I keep saying I've had hammered coins up in this territory, but we'll not get too ahead of ourselves. What am I expecting? Big bit of lead. That's what I'm expecting, a big bit of lead, but let's have a look. Now, before I dig this out properly, I'm just going to show you the screen again, because it has changed. The numbers have remained the same, but it's done exactly the same as what the first signal did. It's dropped towards the bottom bottom end of the ferrous limits on the screen. Now, does that mean this is going to be another bit of lead? Can you see that on the screen? It's just right down at the bottom end of the ferrous limit. Now, if this is a bit of lead, I don't know, I've never looked yet. It goes to show that it does pay to lower them ferrous limits a bit, because if this is a bit of lead, or like it could be a spindle whorl, it could be a pilgrim's ampula, it could be anything like that. If you had them ferrous limits a little bit higher, you would probably miss this. So yeah, we'll if you give us a second, I'll get this out and we'll have a look. Right, as you can see there, I've made a little bit of a mess. It's quite dry, so it'll go back in without making too much of a mess, but it's out and it's actually gone back into the centre line, which is interesting. It just, and what the point I'm trying to prove is, don't rely on that 2D screen too much. It can chop and change. I mean, there's a lot of variables that can change what you see on your screen. So yeah, like I said, don't go off it solely. I mean, you have to listen to the tones. You have to, until you get the manticore, you'll know what I mean. But we've got a bit of a. I'm just hoping this isn't a bit of iron, because that will make me look really silly, won't it? It's got a glint. It's got a glint of gold, but I don't think it's gold. I think it's just a bit of aluminium, sort of foily type of stuff. I do apologise for this. It's a bit of a Frankenstein thumbnail at the minute. Yeah, you're just going to have to put up with this for the next few videos, I think, till it gets fully healed in. Some of it's come off and some of it's deciding it wants to hang on, so it is the way it is at the minute, I'm afraid. As long as I don't hit it with a hammer again this next week at work, I'll be fine. But for now, bit of foil. Right, we've come a little bit further. You can see there. We've got another signal here that's like that last one. It's in the 40s. I would say this one's slightly better, because that, although I have said to you, don't solely rely on the 2D screen, that's a nice round dot, which it does get you sort of a little bit excited when you see that nice tight round dot. But again, I'm not going to get my hopes up. So give us a second, I'll get this dug over and we'll see what we've got. That's it, out. I took one spadeful out, and I think this is going to be a nice one to have a look together, if I can get my camera sort of right. Yeah, there you go. I don't think I'll be the first metal detectorist to dig one of these up, and I don't think I'll be the last. But that signal was far too good not to dig up. So yeah, we've got a mouth tube. Yeah, I hope things pick up. Catch you on the next. Right, we've had another one here. A little bit of a sod's law. I mean, it's nothing amazing, but it's the first signal that is something, so to speak. I'm just giving it a quick rub on the magic trousers, and we're on to what looks to be a button. Yeah, it's sod's law, because I didn't film it. I thought, the first three signals have been sort of rubbish, so to speak. So I'll not waste my time and film it. And then it's something, albeit it's not very exciting, but it's something. So things are looking up. So fingers crossed, things slowly get better. Right, I didn't film this one because Cooper's just had a hole up there, just there. and it was a bit of scrap. And this signal was given exactly the same sort of, it was exactly the same sort of vibe from it. Now, I've just uncovered it. Now, I'll give you a couple of seconds to say what you think it is. Now, I think it could be a decorated spindle whorl. I've never had a look at it. We'll uncover that. Oh, it's looking more and more like it, isn't it? Yeah, it is. It's a decorated spindle whorl. That is really nice, isn't it, Coops? I didn't think it was going to be one of them. I really didn't. We'll just poke this stuff out the hole, and we'll give it a quick tickle up off camera, just to save a couple of seconds watching us. Now, yep, that's it dirty. Now, I'll get back to you in a second, and hopefully it'll be nice and clean. Right, just when all hope was starting to dwindle of finding something, I've managed to pull this absolute stonker of a spindle whorl up, and it's cleaned up lovely, hasn't it? I'll try and keep my gammy thumb out of picture, but that is, well, is it as good as it gets for decorated spindle whorls? It's not far away, is it? So I'm absolutely over the moon with that. We're going to stay in this area. Now, I'll just pan you up to where we've been searching around. There's two very old trees there. Now, I'm not so sure if there wasn't a sort of public footpath or public right-of-way, and it's on the maps in the early 1800s. So we're just hunting around this area now. And like I say, this has just come up. So, yeah, very happy with that. That will go into the cabinet, just as it is, with all the others. So there's a nice little collection of spindle whorls starting to build up in that cabinet. So, yeah, absolutely superb. Catch you on the next. This is a very interesting one. Nice signal. Is that too good to be true? It's picking it. I must be 5-6 inches off the ground there, and it's still picking it up. So is it too good to be true? Last time when I said is it too good to be true, it just happened to be a George I silver shilling, which was in the last video. So if you haven't seen that, please check that out. To see that coin come up was absolutely, unbelievable. You never know, we might have something very similar in here. Let's have a look. Right, it's out now. I hope you can see that in the bottom of there. There looks to be a fragment of what I can only assume would have been a bell. Am I right there? I don't think there's anything left in the hole. Keep that gammy thumb out of the way, you don't want to be looking at that. Just looking at the shape of it, I'm assuming that's been a bell, which was the last kind of thing I was expecting, but you can see it's had decoration around the side there. Age wise, yeah, who knows? Will it be early Victorian, sort of 1850s, 1900s sort of time wise? I don't know, but it's a fragment of something anyway. It's not a silver coin, unfortunately, but we'll keep looking. So I'll just have a quick double check in here before I fill this in. Like I say, like the doctor always says, always check your hole, just to make sure you haven't left anything in there. So that's exactly what I'm going to do, and I'll catch you on the next one. We're coming into a few more finds now. This has just come up. It's just a spoon handle. I mean, I might be able to get some sort of detail off the back there. Give it a quick rub. Bit of something on there, but yeah, you can hardly see. What would it be? Sort of Victorian-ish time-wise. So yeah, I don't mind finding things like this, because you know you're hitting some sort of hot spot. As you can see, we haven't got too much to show for today. Star of the show by far is that spindle whorl so far. And we're an hour or two in, and we might be halfway through the dig. We'll head home. I don't think you can see, but I'll try and show you. I'll walk this way. See how far away from home I am. A lot of your local people who's watching that are sort of local who know where we're at. Please don't give it away. But in the distance, where are we at? There. That's where I live. Right there, and you can see we've come up into the fields up behind the house, which is very, very handy. We're very lucky to live where we live. Yeah, let's see what we can find. Catch you on the next. Right, we're just following our noses, like I say. We're just doing a big circle, a big loop. We've come into another field. All the gates are open, so we're just, like I say, making a big loop, and I've come on to what could be the first coin contender. 57, 58, 59. Nice round. Lovely tone. So with all that being said, it's probably going to be a bit of rubbish, but this is the best signal we've had all day. Right, it's out. Now listen to this. That's getting on for sort of silver sixpence sort of territory, that. But if I was a betting man, I would probably say it's going to be a halfpenny. Could it be a ship halfpenny? I hope you can see this all right. There's a bit shadows kicking about. We'll unearth this one together. Now, if it's silver, that would be unbelievable. Yeah. Oh. I haven't done it again, have I? Oh, no, I haven't. That is the back of a button. Now you can see why I got a little bit excited looking at that side, can't you? And you can see why I thought it was sort of sixpence sort of territory signal wise, because that's almost exactly the same size as a sixpence. But unfortunately, as you can see, it's had a shank on the back and it's just a button. But we had to dig it. You couldn't walk past that and not dig that one. Never mind, we'll keep trying. I'm hoping for silver, just to see Tom's face when I send him the picture. Or imagine Tom's face, should I say, because he's always on about how lucky me and Cooper are when it comes to silvers. So it does spur you on a little bit when you just, you can kind of get under your friend's skin a little bit. It is good fun, good crack. So no, we'll carry on. Catch you on the next. Right, straight after that button, we've got another one. Sort of high 50s, low 60s. I don't know if you can see the screen. It's a little bit glary. Yep, this is another one that could be something nice. Let's have a look. Right, I've got that dug over. Now, whatever it is in here. The signal has improved a little bit. And I'm quite excited. I hope this is a coin. I'll probably be proved wrong yet again, but we can hope, can't we? There's the imprint. I think we are onto a coin. What sort of age, I don't know. I'll just give it a quick rub on the magic trousers and we'll see if we can get any detail at all off this. It's not looking likely, unfortunately, But we're onto a coin. I do like finding coins. It's something about it. I don't know. It's just they leave a little bit of a story behind of who dropped it or where it came from and etc. So it gets the mind sort of wandering a little bit. So right now, straight away I can see something on there. Oh well, no, maybe not. Yeah, I don't know. So a quick look off camera, see if I can kind of get a bit of detail off it. I don't think I'm going to. Is that a bust there? Oh God, looking at that, if that is the bust, could that be a William? Sort of, can you see there, there's a little bit what would be, well, I'm going to call it his ponytail, but I know that's, there's another name for what that is. I think that's a William. I think that's a William III coin, halfpenny. And this side will be Britannia, I would imagine. We'll give that a good scrub. Fortunately, there's no data on that side, but I think, looking at that, get that another good scrub off. Looking at that, if I can get the sun to catch it right, I think we're onto a William there. So this coin will probably date to the late 1600s. So it's well over 300 years old. Absolutely over the moon with that, even though you can't see much detail to it. But first coin, and it's over 300 years old. Fantastic. It's been a little while since the last signal. We're just walking up this bit incline. We're trying to sort of find out where this old sort of bridle way, footpath sort of thing would go. Just looking for hot spots. Now I have stumbled across this. It's flipping about a bit of a smudge on the screen, on the centre line. Got to dig it. I don't know what it's going to be. I'm probably thinking something like maybe a milk tube or something like that. But you don't know until you dig it out. So let's have a look. So I've got that dug over. You can see the screen there. I think I can see a bit of something in the soil. It looks rusty. I'm hoping that's not what it is. You can see just around that area there, there's something in there. Yeah, it is. That is what it is. I don't know what to think of this. Oh God, what's this? Ah, yeah. It's a bright red, probably off some sort of tractor. It's a tyre valve. You can't win them all, can you? Never mind. Right, on to the next. Don't know if you can see that, guys. If I can get it in picture, there's 3 buzzards. There's 1, 2. They're all up there somewhere. 3 buzzards. Maybe hear them squawking. No, there's actually 4. 4 buzzards. Flying up above. I can normally hear them if I'm at home during the day, which isn't often. I can normally hear them squawking on in the back garden. In the meantime, we're just over the other side of that wall is where I found that spindle whorl. And we've got one here. Very, well, do I say dodgy? It could be better. So what I'll do is I'll just take another couple of spadefuls out of here and I'll get back to you. Right, it's out. Now, I've never found anything like this before. It seems to have an iron core, as you like, but the outside of it seems to be well, I don't know, it would be like some sort of copper alloy sort of, I don't know. It was quite deep. Now, if anybody knows what that might have been, please in the comments, have your say. Just go to a bit of a, like, a purposeful point. Is that the right way to describe that? I think it's purposely been made like that. Has there been something else off here? I don't know, but what is it? How old is it? Yeah, very confusing, that one, but interesting. So yeah, I think Cooper's about had enough. He's walking away back to the pickup sort of direction, so I'm going to follow him and see what we can find on the way back. There's Cooper, just up in there, quite near where I found that spindle whorl. I've come into this field now. Not the nicest. Well, it's all right there. Yeah, yeah, you've got to dig it. It's coin sort of potential. I'm not getting my hopes up. Yeah, let's have a look. Right, just before I dig this out, I'm going to show you what's happened to this signal. Hopefully you can see. Right there, I'll do something with this screen. Try and get you in a different angle. I don't think you're going to be able to see that. The sun's in a bad. See, it's gone down to the bottom ferrous limit line again. So yeah, beats me. But we've dug the hole now. I'll have a quick route about and I'll get back to you. Right, I've just took a shovelful out of there, spadeful. I don't know if you can see that. There is something there. What it is exactly, I don't know. It looks to be some sort of a weight. It's a lead weight there with something going through the middle. Let's have a quick tidy up of it and see if we can get any detail off that. Yeah, it's nothing too amazing, but it's something. So there we have it. You see there, will that have a little bit of iron running through the middle of it? Is that what was giving it that little bit of an iffy sort of signal to it? But yeah, some sort of a weight. Age-wise, pass. Could be anything from 150, 200 to God knows how old. So nice little lead weight. Yeah, come across one here. I'll show you the numbers in the screen, and hopefully you can hear the tone, and I'll let you have your guesses of what you think it might be. I'm going to say moo tube. Yeah, what you thinking? Not often I'm right. I wish I wasn't. I wish I wasn't right, but unfortunately this time I am. It's a moo tube. Never mind. On to the next. Just stumbled across this one here. Now this is a little teaser, this one. As you can see, all the way around it stays the same. 70, 71, middle line. Yeah, it's potentially one of the better signals we've had all day. Yeah, place your bets. I'm a little bit stumped on this one. 70s. Could be a coin. Could be a big bit of lead. Yeah, place your bets. Let's have a look. So I've got that dug over. Just to show you that it is in there and it hasn't changed too much. Let's have a look. It's funny, you're waiting for that glimpse of silver, aren't you? Don't worry, I am as well. Something I'll never get tired of, that. Yep, it's a bottle cap. An older one will be kind and say it's a slightly older one. How old it'll be? What, 40 years old? That maybe at a push. Yeah, something else with a glint of gold to it. I'm still waiting for my first ever gold coin. That's really, really high on my list of things to find. A gold coin. It's probably top of the list. We like finding silver, but I would love to find a gold coin. The hunt continues. 22. Coop was onto a nice little signal here. We'll just film it. It's a, what was it, a 22 on there, was it, son? And it was coming up in the 60s on the manticore. We'll see what he fetches up. I don't hold high hopes with this field. What is it, sheep tag? Oh, where are we at? There we have a metal sheep tag. We haven't had much luck today, Cooper especially, unfortunately. We're heading back to the pickup now. Call it a day. So we're just heading back to the car, and Cooper had a signal. I've also got one over there. I've left my machine. We didn't know what this was going to be. Cooper's just on cleaning it up now. It looks very, very nice. I'm assuming it's maybe something to do with like a horse leathers or something, Coops, do you think? Cooper hasn't had a very good day so far, but he's just pulled that up. Look at that, Cooper, it's a horse. Can you see?
Oh yeah.
Look at that. Hey, what? That's saved your day a little bit, Coops, hasn't it?
Oh yeah.
That's lovely, that. Can I just have another little tickle soon while we... Without break, I promise I won't break this one. Just get the detail to pop a bit more for you. Right, there we go. That's Cooper's effort for the day. Now, I think that's absolutely superb. Does it beat the spindle whorl? I'll let you guys decide, but I know what I think. I think I like this more. For the detail on that. That's going to look mint in the cabinet, isn't it, Coops?
Oh yeah.
It's heavy. I'm assuming it's either lead or pewter. Looking at it, it looks quite leadified, but I don't know. But that is absolutely lovely. Well done, that man. Right, we'll dig my signal up. Then we're going to have a walk up this field to the pickup. We might have a bit mooch about for 20 minutes, and then we're going to call it a day. Just had a quick look through Cooper's finds pot there, and he says, "Oh, I've just got 2 pence." Now, they were in like this. He says, "Oh, I've just got 2 modern 1 pennies." Now, yeah, anybody would think the same, wouldn't they? But so I didn't even have to look at that one. I kind of knew, but I picked this one out, and I've given it a little bit of a clean. Now, you can see Britannia on that side. Now, there you go. Look at that. Tell you what, we'll just get you zoomed in. Am I right in thinking that that's George the Fourth? Or will it be William the Fourth? I can't remember. I always get them two mixed up. So he's been walking around all day thinking he's found out, and he's actually got a lovely little detailed farthing from the early 1800s. Little did he know, eh? Always check. If you're unsure, just give it a quick tickle with a brush, or a quick rub on the magic trousers if you own a pair of magic trousers, that is. Because you never know. So he's been walking around with that in his in his finds pot all day and didn't realise. So well done, Coops. Lovely little detailed coin. Yeah, 200 years old. In fact, I think I can almost see a date there. We'll just have a little... I think that's a 21 at the bottom there. So that'll be 1821 if I'm correct there. I wasn't sure if the date was on this side underneath, but I don't think it is. So that's 1821. So that'll tell us the year. The year tells us the monarch. Now I'm sure this guy only reigned for 10 years, from 1820 to 1830. Would that be correct there? Probably miles wrong. But I'm sure it was only maybe a 10-year reign. Yep, well done, Cooper. Right, so we've moved on from Cooper's signal, which was a lovely signal, and I've just had a quick tickle in the bottom of here. Where am I looking here? It's hiding. Where are we at? So if I... Oh! Yeah, that's unbelievable. Should we get it out? Do you want to get it out, Cooper?
Oh, yeah.
Go on then, you get it out, son. That looks like silver, doesn't it?
Oh, it is.
It is.
It's gotta be.
Looks like a love token.
Mm-hmm.
So we're on to a silver love token. You would never said that signal was silver. That's why I didn't film it, because you would never think that signal was silver. It was very iffy, wasn't it? It had like a lot of iron in it.
Right up and down, wasn't it?
Yeah. But we have, and that's, I would almost definitely say that's a love token. You can see from that angle, it's been bent and it's all rubbed off. Now, unfortunately, I'm having a quick look here now, and I can't get any monarch off it. But we're on the silver yet again. And we're literally, I don't know if you can see up above there. There's the top of the pickup. So we're on our way out of here, and the goods are starting to come up. My battery's going flat. Oh, it's all happening. So another silver love token to go at the collection. Unbelievable. Just come across this. It was giving a nice signal. You can see it's had some sort of silvering, enamel sort of, whatever you want to call it. And it's, I'm assuming it's off a horse, some sort of horse leathers or something along them lines. You can see the little thing on the back there, sort of a nice shape to it. Probably would have been, when it was sort of new, it was probably shining like buggery. You can see there it's coming up a little bit there. So yeah, that's another little item. This field's the best. The first field we came in is the best field of the lot. Like I said, Cooper found that horse thing. I just found this, and I found a silver coin, and Cooper found that farthing, all from this field. So this field, we'll probably come back to this field and maybe give the others a little bit of a miss until we get desperate. So yep, let's see if we can keep finding some more before we go home. It's amazing what you find, isn't it? Just walking next to this fence, and there's an old stone trough. Obviously it's broken. Yeah. How long's that been there? Somebody years ago carved that out from a piece of stone. Yeah. Cooper's on another signal, and we're heading back to the pickup. But for now, we just have a broken stone trough. Right, everyone, that's it for today. You've probably noticed I'm in the football training gear. It's a couple of days after. I totally forgot to film a little bit of a outro for the video. So I'm doing that now. But as you've seen, I've had a good few hours. Cooper had that lovely little horse sort of decoration up, and I managed to spindle whorl, and I also managed to keep the silver streak going, which I'm over the moon about. So yeah, just a quick thank you to everybody for tuning in, watching, subscribing. if you haven't already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. And please join in the comments and see if we can ID some finds and kind of throw a bit of information about what's being found. I'm really eager to find out the sort of age of that horse decoration, whatever it might be. I mean, I might be completely wrong about that. But yeah, thank you very much. And I'll catch you on the next dig. Which I'm unsure when that's going to be due to work commitments, but we'll catch you next time. Watch what you're doing. Hello everyone, welcome back to the garage. That was a nice quick couple of hours out, just me and Cooper. As you can see in front of us here, we've got all the finds of today. Not very many, like I say, what would it be, 3 hours, maybe 4 at a push. And this is what we've managed to find. Obviously Cooper's 2 there, my 2 tubs there. As always, this is all the rubbish. That's the lead, that's all going in the lead pot. And this is, and I'll be honest with you, most of this is my rubbish. I dug that horseshoe up, which I don't normally do, but caught us out this time. Cooper got a lovely marking stick for marking sheep, etc., lambs, and also a little bit more quality trash here. Cooper found this McLean's something peroxide solid dentifix or whatever it could say, I don't know, but that'll have a little bit of age to it. But yeah, just rubbish. We'll start with mine. I'm going to start with this thing up here. Now, it could be nothing, but you know when you just have something in your hand. Now that's very heavy. I think it does have iron on the inside, because it was given a little bit of an iron grunt when it came out. But has that been anything, or is it just off a wrought iron gate of some sort, or is it something else? Please, if you know. Whoops, nearly dropped it. Please, if you know, please get in the comments and tell us what you think to that. But I'll keep it, but I don't have high hopes for it. I'm just asking for a little bit of knowledge on it. I'll zoom you in a touch. Got a little bit of a shadow there. Now, this thing here is just a little bit of a weight. It's got iron-y sort of stuff in the middle. Again, I'll keep it. I don't know how old it is, what it was for, etc., but an interesting little thing. We have a fragment of a bell, a spoon handle, a 4-hole button, a knackered, maybe being like a dandy button or something. Then this one I thought had the same signal as a silver coin, like a silver sixpence. Now when I pulled it out, it even tricked us a little bit with the colour. So, but yeah, just a button. Will this be like some sort of mount for leathers on a horse? Sort of horse leathers? I don't know. But you can see it's been silvered there. Star of the show for me. This is absolutely amazing decorated spindle whorl. One of the better ones I've got. It's a little bit battered, but do I care? Not at all. Amazing little thing. It'll go on display nicely with all the others. I might try and get a picture to come up sort of to the right hand side of the screen somehow with all the spindle whorls that I've found so far. Hopefully I can do that. Coin wise, I managed to pull up this. Now I'll keep trying to get the light to catch it. Now, will that be a William the Third? You see his little ponytail just where my gammy thumb is, or will it be a George the First? My bets would be a William. This side you can just see the outline of what would be Britannia as such. But what I'll do is I'll hold that there like that. Now hopefully fading in on the right hand side will be what I think it is. And you can sort of see a comparison there. So, yeah. Now, found in a very, well, not in the same field, but very close, was this. 100% a love token. You can see there how it's bent at each side. All worn off. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if this is a William as well. It was around about that time when sort of love tokens. Now, I haven't cleaned this, but can everybody else see what I'm seeing there? I'll just have a quick look off camera. Now, I think I can see a bit of a bust there. Possibly. But I would guess, like I say, I guess this could be a William sixpence or shilling. It looks a bit too small to be a shilling, but I don't know if it's been sort of cut off around the edges or what. I don't know. Like I say, it's all been worn off purposely. So, yep, that was my find. Now, Cooper didn't have as much sort of luck as what I did with the quality of finds, or sorry, the amount of finds, but he did find that lovely horse thing, which we'll come to. He's got a tap. He's got a little sort of lid. I think it's a bit of a lid there. Got a bit of a buckle there. 2 spendable pennies, and he's also managed to, which he thought, I'll just get this the right way. Now, he thought this was a spendable penny also, but when I looked in his bag, it wasn't. Now, I thought that was George IV. Now, you can probably see going around there. Now, I'll do the same. I'll hold it there, and fading in on the right will be what I think it is. Now, obviously, I haven't researched any of this yet. I've just got back in. So I'm saying this is George IV, but it could be William. I always get the two mixed up, but you'll see, like I say, on the right hand side now what it looked like. And we'll do Britannia side as well, if I can do it without dropping it. And that's Britannia side. A little bit, you can make it out. I mean, most of the details gone, but these normally come up absolutely jiggered. So, yep, on the right hand side now is the Britannia side. So, yep, very happy with that. Now, I would probably go as far as to say find of the day for me, just for the randomness of it all. Now, we'll have to be very careful with this because you can see it's got a crack right down the back. We've got this lovely decorated. Now, would it be on horse leathers? I'm assuming so, with it having a horse on it. But it's a lovely decorated piece with a horse's head. And Cooper was over the moon to find this. He'd actually, before I've even managed to film this, it was in the cabinet. That's how much he likes it. So, any ideas what age this will be, or if I'm along the right lines with what I think it is, please get in the comments below. That would be really appreciated. So, yep, that's it. Day's digging, me and Cooper for about 3 hours, 4 hours max. That's our that's the results. So yeah, I just want to, as always, at the end of every video, I just want to thank everybody for watching. I just want to thank everybody that's always getting involved in the comments. I'm absolutely over the moon with how the channel's doing. It's totally blown out the water what I thought was possible, but I still think there's a long way to go. Yeah, right. Less talking, and I'm going to catch you on the next video. So watch what you're doing, and we'll catch you next time. Thank you very much.